Okay, so we're here interviewing award-winning author T.J. Michaels for Good Choice Book Reviews. Hello, how are you today?
I'm freaking fabulous. How are you?
Pretty good. So, what can you tell us about yourself and your writing?
You know what? Every interview, everybody asks that question, and I never know what to say. About myself, let's see. I'm a geek by day, nerd by day. My background is in systems, database analysis and design and that kind of stuff. But at night I'm all author. So I write paranormal, contemporary, sci-fi, and now urban fantasy romance. Is that enough?
I think that's good. So, music is your first passion.
Absolutely.
Do you ever find yourself creating lyrics based on the stories that you write?
You know what? I've never actually been a songwriter. But I like to sing anything and everything. So the short answer to the question is no. Not so good at the whole writing part, but I do tend to have a playlist when I'm creating new characters and things.
Do you get inspiration from music?
Absolutely. There's a song called Eros right now by oh God, what's the name of it? Late Night Alumni. And every time I hear that freaking song, it makes me think of the world that I'm building for a new fantasy romance that I'm working on right now, and it just takes me there. So
out of all of your books, which is your favorite and why?
Oh God, that's hard. Now, I'm not an author that sees her books as her babies. Oh, it's my baby, I never want to let it go. No, I want to let it go. I want people to read it. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't like them all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my favorites are Jaguar's Rule, where the female, the heroine, is the shifter instead of the guy. Usually the guy's the shifter. In this case, the female's the shifter, and she's awesome. Also, from my Vampire Council of Ethics series, oh, that's a hard one because I like all those books too. But I think Corinian Seeker, which is the first book in the series, that's a favorite.
So, what book did you find most challenging to write from your point of view?
Most challenging. I think I would have to say the book I'm releasing now. That book, it was like the book that wouldn't die. You know? And not because I didn't enjoy the characters or anything, but there was always a little bit more to say, always a little bit more to do, always another place to go, and you know, I just had to cut myself off at the knees and say, okay, this is enough. Stop already. But it was tough because, again, it's a new series. It's something I've never written before. The book's called Silk Road, and it's book 1 in the Seals of Destiny series. And with this book, you know, it's a different kind of mythology that it's all made up, but it's wrapped around a little grain of truth. So writing a world around that and characters that were a little bit different than I've seen, you know, in other books. That was a challenge.
So tell us the soundtrack of your life.
Oh my God, really? The soundtrack of my life. I think it would probably start with a Tears for Fears song. Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I could freaking do without, you know, as I was trying to make my way in the world and figure out my career and raise my kids and, you know, all of this other kind of stuff. And right now, I think I'm feeling some Beyonce, you know. Who run the world? Me. Who run the world? I do. You know? Who run this mother? So, yeah, after this interview, I'm sure I'll be hopping around going, beep, 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 beep. You know.
So, TJ, what are you working on now? And can you share a small sneak peek?
I can do that. Silk Road, the book that wouldn't die, is now officially dead. And so, you know, it's coming out shortly. But I am working on Vampire Council of Ethics book 4. It's called Seeker's Solace, and there wasn't going to be a book 4. It was going to stop at 3 books. But readers, they enjoy that series. They asked for it, so writing a book. And if you read book 3, Hatshep Heat, or actually the characters were introduced from book 1 through book 3. This is Slade's book. He was very instrumental in helping one of our characters secure his mate in the last book. And in this book, we get a bit more look at Slade as the leader of an elite group of seekers, as they're going out. Basically, they're seeing something they've never seen before, which is a group of rogues that are actually targeting seekers. It's unheard of, because seekers, you know, the tagline for them is they're the last thing you will ever see, if you see them at all. You know, they're untouchable, basically. So this is a bit of a different book, because we've got the law enforcement people for the Vampire Nation now being the hunted. So I'm looking forward to that book.
I think we're all looking forward to that. So thank you so much for your time. Again, this is for Good Choice Book Reviews. Thank you so much from all of your fans.
See you in New Orleans.